Welcome to this video about Gran Turismo 7. Today, we'll discuss what's coming to the game soon. On one hand, we have what's being sold to us as the biggest free update for the game. And on the other hand, the very first paid downloadable content, the Power Pack downloadable content. Alright, so today we're going to talk about Gran Turismo 7. We'll start with the free update, the Spec 3 update, which is described as the biggest update for the game. It's an update that's going to arrive in just a few days, on December 4th, 2025. And it's going to add a whole bunch of new things for cars, tracks, but also, of course, new features. And by the way, maybe we'll start with that because I think that's where the most interesting things are being added. A data logger will be available in the game, a telemetry tool that will record your race data and allow you to review it afterwards, to see your driving lines in detail and get all sorts of information about when you braked, how much acceleration you used. Basically, all the important driving data that you can view after your race to find new ways to improve your lap times and your driving lines. Next time you run the circuit, you'll enjoy a new feature for Gran Turismo 7 players. The maximum collection level, reflecting your car collection's value, will increase for a long time. It's capped at level 50, and some have been at that level for over 2 years. With this update, the collection level increases to 70. First of all, it's cool because it gives us new things to farm, but it's also great because usually every time you pass 10 levels, there's a little surprise, a little bonus. This time, it could be unlocking a feature or getting free roulette tickets. Another major update is the game's reworked physics. Gran Turismo 7 is partnering with the tire brand Dunlop, depending on your preferred pronunciation. Expect some performance changes for the cars, just like a few years ago, when Gran Turismo 7 partnered with Michelin. So the game's physics will be slightly updated, and the time trial rankings and records recorded so far will be deleted. Some may no longer be achievable or reflect the new physics developed with Dunlop. The weekly challenges menu will be redesigned to offer more event variety, including occasional multiplayer events, which has never been the case until now. Another new feature that will please longtime players is the permanent invitations in Gran Turismo 7. To buy certain new cars at the dealership, you need an invitation from the brand. For example, some Bugatti or some Pagani. These invitations drop randomly, especially from roulette tickets. And the problem is that these invitations are temporary. They remain in your inventory for a set number of gameplay hours before being removed. It's especially annoying since it gives players little time to buy their dream car, which isn't even usable, when, unfortunately, you don't have enough credits to buy the cars in question, and not enough time to farm the credits. That's before the invitation expires. Now, there will be permanent invitations that won't disappear from your inventory until you've used them. The question, though, is whether all the invitations will be permanent or just a small number of them. That we'll see. Seasonal menus will be added to the game on December 4th. Details aren't available yet, but that's likely what will happen. Pretty much the same thing as the Gran Turismo menus, but with a challenge theme that will be updated regularly, with rewards that will also be updated regularly, a bit like the festival playlist in Forza Horizon 5. So, those were the new features of Spec 3 now. Let's talk about the new content. There are 2 tracks that have been confirmed: the Canadian circuit Gilles Villeneuve and the Yas Marina circuit. Both of them, of course, come with their circuit experience challenges. Also, 8 more cars will be added for free with Spec 3. A Gran Turismo 3 version and a road version of the Ferrari 296 will be available. We're unsure if it'll be the GTB or GTS, but it'll be one of them. The Formula 3500 Gran Turismo, the Nissan Mines, R34, Skyline, that's really exciting. The 1998 Mitsubishi FTO Aero Air, 2025 Polestar, 5 Performance, and 1980s Fiat Panda. And to finish, the highlight of the update, the return of the Renault Espace F1. And that really makes me happy too. So all of this will be content added in this Spec 3 update. Maybe some will be in the legendary car dealership, others in the used car dealership, new car dealership. Maybe as rewards too, career proofs. Some may unlock for free, while others might require in-game credits to purchase. You never have to spend real money for these cars, as they're not paid DLCs. We're going to discuss the first paid downloadable content for Gran Turismo 7, the Power Pack, which is coming 3 years after the game's release, and is also arriving on December 4, 2025. We don't have prices for the Power Pack yet, but early rumors suggest it won't be cheap. We're discussing a downloadable content priced at about €40 Share your thoughts in the comments. Some players are surprised to see paid DLCs in Gran Turismo 7. Some players feel that after 3 years of free updates, a paid downloadable content for Gran Turismo 7 isn't surprising. What you need to remember about this downloadable content is that it's still going to add quite a lot of things. With 50 new career events that will have a dedicated structure in Gran Turismo 7. Right now, there isn't a real career. Just menus, collection menus, upcoming features, and missions. Overall, there isn't a career mode with events that must be completed in order. This career will eventually be added to the game as downloadable content via the Power Pack. So, 50 events to complete that will be connected to each other and will normally have increasing difficulty. The Power Pack brings back endurance races. Gran Turismo 7 already features some 1 or 2 hour races, but we're very far from the endurance races that were offered back in the days of Gran Turismo 4, Gran Turismo 3, and others. We're bringing back longer solo endurance races, including at least one 24-hour event. We aren't sure if it will be the 24 hours of Le Mans, but I think so. Dreams from older Gran Turismo games, such as the 24 hours of Nürburgring, may also be added. So, the return of endurance races and the arrival in the game of the weekend racing system, with the possibility before an event to take part in practice sessions and participate in qualifying. Simply optimize the starting grid to boost your chances of finishing first. Another new feature, though less emphasized. With this downloadable content, players will be offered modified versions of cars already present in the game, modified with performance parts, or body kits that can't be made in-game without the downloadable content. If you know Forza, you know what Forza editions are. It's basically the same things that will happen in Gran Turismo, likely less over the top and less crazy. For example, the Porsche in the Power Pack or the Beetle don't have any of those modifications. In the base game, they might be more powerful with dedicated parts, so that's a little issue, and another thing that might be a bit of a problem too. In this Power Pack, we'll experience a new version of artificial intelligence. Sophie 3.0 should have more human-like driving reactions than the current game version, but she may also manage her own race strategies to react to this perception, localization, and control in your driving, or simply to respond to more or less unexpected events that can happen. So, that's very good news. The bad news is that this version of Artificial Intelligence 3.0, Sophie is not compatible with the PlayStation 4 versions. The developers said Sophie 3.0 Artificial Intelligence uses too many resources for the PlayStation 4. Is that true? To keep the downloadable content consistent on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, it simply won't be released on PlayStation 4. Actually, the Power Pack will only be for players who have the PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo 7. Clearly, December 2025 will be Gran Turismo 7's biggest month this year. Likely one of the biggest game updates since 2022. We'll discover the full update live on December 4, 2025. So, don't hesitate to follow me on Twitch to be notified when the live starts. We'll probably try out some of the new races, test one of the cars a bit, and more. So, don't hesitate to follow me on Primer. If you want to support the channel for free, don't hesitate as well. Like and subscribe for more videos. Check out the channel's instant gaming link for game purchases or giveaways. Alright, see you tomorrow for the next video. Hello everyone, ciao.